Guys, check this out.
No, you start the video.
Is that how I say it?
That's your signature, bro.
Okay.
Guys, check this out.
You remember your video when you were filming the M2? When it was getting, you were like almost S55, S58.
Guys, check this out. S58 engine. Can you get the out of the image, please? Thank you. Guys, check this out. Yeah, was it correct? Was it correct or not?
Yeah, that was good, that was good.
We have a beautiful Dodge Charger, which is stolen. We're printing in the VINs in the process, so I can't even tell what year it is. So all the VIN tags are removed, the windshield is gone. Anyways, that wasn't the point, but first bolt-on interchiller kit, the first test has been completed. We have done on the Huracan, but that was more demo. What the f you doing?
A firework. I was waiting for approval.
A firework? Approval? Trying to blow me up. Anyways, we put the kit on this car. It again performs amazing. So I'm gonna just mention the features of the interchiller kit. It will be available for every car that has an air to water to air cooler. It will run with the 123R or 1234, 134R or 1234YF, whatever it's called. It will be, again, no cutting, no drilling will be required. It will be straight bolt on to your existing AC system. While our test, we realized there isn't any significant performance loss in the cabin. So first versions, we would put a valve to separate the cabin system, so you would get more cooling power for your like the charging system, like for the engine side. We realized dipping down the coolant temps, that brings also complexities with the tune, and it creates some issues with the tunes. Like the tuners have to do a lot of more fine adjustment, which we wanted to avoid. So for now, our goal is to bring it at least 10 to 15 Celsius degrees below the ambient temperature, which is obviously a lot more than enough for any cars that performs maybe less than 1,000 or makes 11 to 1,200 horsepower. So our stage 1 kit will be capable of running on the 1,200 horsepower cars maximum. We're still working on a stage 2. All the kits that comes for AMGs, BMWs, Hellcats and other brands, it will be fully bolt-on. You will not have to be cutting or drilling to anything. It's gonna tap into your existing AC system. You're just gonna have to obviously suck in your existing Freon and then recharge the system. It's a little tricky, but we'll give you very clear guidelines, like instructions. So we are ready to take orders for the interchiller system. However, in the first batches, they're in stock. However, we are gonna have to take some measurements from our customers, which is very simple. Like in this example, we're just gonna ask you, where do you want to replace the chiller system? Let's say you stay in the front of the car or the engine bay. All I'm gonna ask you to measure from this chiller to your service ports, AC service ports. That's pretty much it. And also we're gonna look at your current coolant lines wiring, which I can most of the time find them online, so I'm not gonna bother you for that part. We're going to supply the whole system with, let me show you, like high quality silicone hoses like this, since most of you're expert in silicone. The kit will only come with quick connects. Again, our goal is not to drill or cut your existing hoses. Like we're been against that from day one. Like every part we manufacture, we don't want you to chop your car, basically. I'm kind of like OEM guy, I don't like that. The install is super easy. Everybody should be able to do it at home. Just the Freon charging is a little complex, but if you know just a little bit about AC, you should be able to do that at home as well. And we're gonna support you through the install as well. We're trying to work on a tech where they can continuously support you. Like you'll be able to call us or FaceTime us if you have problems during the installation. We'll support you for the charging system, like the Freon charging, and we'll support you if the system doesn't work proper the way you want. I'm not gonna support you and tell you where to put this, install it, how to run the lines. Obviously, we have not that much time. So the kit is installed. The installation time on a Hellcat is about, Mr. Nahid, what is that, like 2 hours? Like How long did it take you to remove the bumper?
Removing the bumper is like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, really simple.
So the goal is not to get the coldest coolant in the system. We're not aiming for that. We're trying to get you the best temperature level. Again, as we said, like, you know, from our Huracan, when we started freezing the charge coolers, we started having complexities in the tune. So with this car, Project Gamma interchiller system is the best solution that was made until today, and we'll be taking orders very soon. There won't be any waiting time. It's just going to be a couple of days. We'll supply you, and we probably will have to get some feedback from you and ask you questions before we send out your orders against length and positions of the brackets, etc., which once we have enough data, we won't need to do that as well. Well, stay tuned and then subscribe to our website, so once it's released, you will know it's out there. Guys, check this out. Another chiller system installed. Took about 2.5 hours. A little bit more complicated than the Hellcat. The Hellcat was super simple, about hour and 30 minutes. So the chiller system will be provided with generic, like this one here, with a generic mounting bracket. So what you do, you use the holes you need. You can bend, cut, drill. It's just a prototype, it's not metal. So again, everything is pre-creamed. This line runs to the cooler from inside here. I will show you in a second. And the bottom line goes to the pump here, right behind. It's super simple to install. And then you have the Freon lines going to the service ports on top. We had great results on this car. I'm gonna show you in a second. We're gonna start the car, let it idle, and then tomorrow hopefully we'll start tuning and dialing it in. Not sure if we're going to include that in this video, but we're definitely going to show you a lot more about the chiller system. Can you drop it down? I have a question to whole BMW world. Comment below question. Tell me what this is. But don't just tell me what it is. Describe what it does, what it's made of. Small hint, it's not just metal. And it is not just a simple washer. Comment below if you know. Let's see the real Beamer boys out there, you know. Especially the S55 owners. Pro Tools. What is that from?
Rocky and his band. Rocky.
Commando knife.
Okay, can you put the car down? I'm so excited about the chillers. I can't wait to release them and start shipping them out. We're making about 300 sets. The S55 is ready. The Hellcat is ready. Next is the G80 and the F90 BMW. The M3 and M4 and the M5 and M8. Guys, this is so cool. I don't know how to describe my feelings, you know? It's so cool. Like, check this out. All right, the cool down antifreeze goes through that line, comes in here, and then it goes, some of them, small amount goes through the bleeding port, and the rest goes back to the pump. You still use your OEM pump. It's down there, you won't see it. Sorry. And then the outlet from the pump goes straight into the chiller. Very simple. You don't cut, you don't drill anything. You just suck out your old Freon, you install our system, and then you push back in Freon. That's it. Let's start it and let's see the results. I mean, today is a cold day. It's 15 degrees outside. Just to show you the difference between the turbo outlet and the cooler. So I'm just gonna drip a small amount of water so we have a better contact between the sensor and the cooler, and then give it a minute. So it takes about a minute or two to cool down because it's the volume of the coolant needs to be cooled down. Also the housing, although the mass of aluminum in there needs to cool itself down. The hoses, the pump, chiller, everything. But once it cools down, it stays very steady. I wish we had a hot day today, like a warmer auxiliary temps, but I guess when we start dialing in a dyno, we're gonna have that, and we'll show you more, you know. Where is the delete, the headlight delete? Can you put it on there? Check this out! I don't know if we ever mentioned we're going to come out with headlight delete for all the F80, G80, F82, F83, F81, G81, G82, G83. What else? G80, And then the G87, the M2, as well as the A90 Supra. The headlight delete looks so sick. I mean, I would just do a single top mount for a headlight delete. Now I have to buy an M3 to delete my headlight. The headlight deletes will be done and released in about a month, maybe 3 weeks. Should we do a pre-sale about it? Yeah? Okay. So, get ready for that one. It has the spool turbo kit, beautiful kit. On this car, we wanted to have something a little customized. So instead of having a Y split down on the downpipe, we asked them to make us a single 3.5, which we connected to our 4-inch mid pipe. So this is basically a whole single all the way back. Then stock muffler. Is it stock muffler in this car? Okay. You know what we should do? Single exit, side exit. Where are my JDM boys? Can we rev it a little bit? Like just to here? Just a little bit? By the way, this is Celsius, so it's pretty cool.
It sounds like an S55.
Still sounds like an S50. Nah. Nah, open your valves. More. Come on. This does not sound like an S55. Bro, S55 sounds like a fart can, okay? This doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so happy with this build. It had a crank hub from Euroclasse, turbo kit from Spool Performance, bigger injectors from Spool Performance, high pressure fuel pumps, which we can maybe see them all the way deep there. FX 180s, 170s, dual FX 170s. We have low pressure kit from Spool, and we have the ethanol analyzer from Spool. Most likely we're going to run Max ECU Mini for some boost controlling and other features, or we might go with a simple boost controller. Well, this is the result, guys. I can't wait to put some load on this car. Stay tuned.